What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Baldur's Gate, Arc 1, Episode 9.
What?
I'm kind of curious, how far are these arcs going to go? Is this going to be like Netflix where we get like 12 episodes and there's a break? We got to wait another year for something to come around again and pick up the story with our favorite characters?
Yes.
Well, I thought that your character dying was going to be the first arc, but you quickly learned, maybe I'm going to shut the for a little bit. And then we almost got out last week. Like I said, we were almost out of Arc 1. We were close, but we're still there.
For once, it wasn't my bad decision.
Who knows? Maybe it's not a bad decision. Maybe Gitzi is going to, cleanse this place of crime in one fell swoop. You don't know.
I mean, if anybody could, her sage-like wisdom is got at least a 50-50 chance.
Because everybody loves to hear advice from strangers.
Especially bartenders. Bartenders love when you give them advice on how to run their bar and serve them drinks.
Oh, yeah. Perfect way for making friends right away.
You know what, chat? You're lucky that half the time you don't get a Game of Saving Throws intro because it wants to roll off the tongue still. I have it completely converted over to all Baldur's Gate all the time, but we're getting there at episode 9, almost to double digits. Mud's still alive. I mean, we have
so far.
We've made some true ingrounds over here.
It's impressive.
Just gonna pat myself on the back on that one. You guys, golf clap.
The real first arc was just getting your camera to work. Actually, your internet connection straightened out. That was the first real arc.
That happens on all good campaigns. You can look back to Game of Saving Throws. I mean, that first 6 episodes was all, is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? Is it gonna be Thanos? No.
I miss Thanos radio.
I mean, he can still do it. He just chooses not to.
I mean, Thanos radio is cool, but auto ISO Padres hat radio is my favorite.
Oh yes, that one drove me crazy. Oh my god, just all of a sudden it was literally like you would look over at yours and you were about to black out and pass out. It's just fading. Padres hat. Whoa! You see that when I hit the bleep button, my camera just Let me try that again.
See? You shock my camera and you see what happens. Sony's talk to each other. They know.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
Anybody got any announcements this week? Anybody doing anything on their stream? Anything cool?
No, we started some new shit on my stream.
Yeah.
So
big stuff.
You could come check that out. Although I would encourage you to just go to my YouTube instead. It'll make a lot more sense. So
is it youtube.com/mine?
Mudcat/mine.
It really will. It really will. I watched and it made sense. Very well done, by the way. Quite thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, my life's a dumpster fire right now, so I appreciate that.
Well, curiosity did kill the cat.
Welcome to expectations and obligations now.
Well, new ones.
I mean,
not like you didn't have any before.
I mean, if I were you, I would just load up the car scene and I would just go into just chatting for days.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Last night I spent about 45 minutes sailing around just narrating myself old noir style.
It was actually pretty great. It was pretty awesome. It's like, we'll just we're gonna fix this in post, and we're gonna have there's this one time. It's just like he's full sending it here, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Stories, give us stories.
Someone decided to take it upon themselves to start slamming doors.
Fantastic.
It has
Classic.
been dead silent over here all day, and all of a sudden somebody is running through here. Tonight reminded me of my past life. Because it started raining, I don't know, about 4:30, and used to, when I was in the bar business, and it would start raining at 4 o'clock, I would know that I would be 30 to 40% down for the day, because it would start raining right at when everybody was getting off work, and they would just go home instead of going to the bar. Like tried and true, straight up Midwestern, like unless it's like the pit of winter where it's just always miserable, that would hold true. And I'm like, oh, isn't it nice? Like I'm gonna go stream tonight, and like none of this Midwestern bullshit like matters. I just got like the internet connection's just got to be like, it's got to be on, and you know, like a couple of things functional, but I don't have to worry about that crap. It's good times.
True.
Radio, is your internet good?
Everything got a full reset. We're looking good. So far, so good. 225 by 15. I'm good.
That's what you always say.
And yes, Shay, I'm going to have a talk with I know Paul's roommate from Rare Drop. I'm gonna have to go over there and shake down Comfy if he's gonna continue to yell through our D&D. I'm gonna have to go over there and give him a tombstone swirly.
This is when you just,
What is that?
you know,
That's some strong
add in
words.
the RP aspect of it, right? He's just got this like vacant ghost that just haunts him and just yells random things constantly.
Caustic, the tombstone swirly is when you go and you pick the individual up like you're the Undertaker, and you're going to give them a tombstone pile driver, but then you give them a swirly instead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Do you know what a swirly is?
yes.
Okay, just making sure. Just putting 2 and 2 together.
I've never experienced it, and I've never done it to anyone, but I do know what it is.
It's been a long time.
I feel like I saw Mudcat just give a smile when you said that.
It would not be that dumb.
He's just, I don't know.
She's a sound sleeper.
Yeah, announcement over on our side. Our new campaign does start up next Wednesday on the 31st, our Eberron game. So we'll be teasing that stuff out. I'll finally start making graphics for it over at the weekend. It's going to have all the Tormund's Crest crew, plus Tracy is going to be there for the first arc. Miss Magitech is going to be with us, playing a character that is, and I will tease it. I'm going to tease it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Tracy is not going to play an elf, maybe for the first time ever.
I don't.
What?
I don't understand what's happening. I think she said something, and I quote, "I want to branch out." I've played D&D with her for years, and I think she's only played a non-elf one other time, and I hated that character. So, you know.
Setting that
We're gonna see how it
real
goes.
high.
We're gonna see how it goes, guys. I don't know.
Oh, that's amazing. And Cletus Buford's going to be joining us. He's joining full time, so I'm super excited to see you guys be introduced to Cletus if you don't know him yet. He's a fantastic individual. Streams very, very late. One could say almost to the point of early in the morning, but he's part of the late night crew. For you night owls, you'll find another lovely soul that is up and around and constantly building shit.
Every time I hear his name, I just think about when Sea of Thieves came out, and Burke Black was just screaming his name all the time. It's, Mr. Cletus.
Oh man, I miss when like there was a million creators on Sea of Thieves at the very beginning, and people had just found out kind of like the meta then of like boarding. That was like. God, that was a good time. I wish
Back in my day.
Could you turn Sea of Thieves combat back to that? Do you yearn for like the original combat meta?
I literally talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
I
like
want the sword to be the way it was. I want all of the button glitches and that you could used to be button combos that aren't supposed to be in the game. I want them back in the game, and I want there to be nothing to do but fight over one fort.
You can wish.
That was the time when people actually didn't just run away.
Yeah, so there's multiple forts now?
Yeah, there's
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's
a
different.
new world event pops up like every 15 minutes versus the one fort that used to be just every 3 hours.
Dude, when it was once every 3 hours, that was like
I know Joke had a 10-hour battle over one time. Every ship in the server just coming ship after ship after ship, 10 hours of us back and forth.
And the best part, at that point in time in the game, like, the fort was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it was like, how much shit you need to get done. It was like, chink, like barely like move up the baby meter. You're like, yeah, fuck, we did it, boys.
Yep.
It was definitely WoW classic levels of grind. And
now you just somebody's got one skull on their boat and they decide to run for 2.5 hours.
Oh man.
And that's the only
Like the
person
lottery,
you see.
you don't know what they've got.
Yeah, that's why I chase them. Just because I want to just punish them for running.
For the content.
Oh my god, I forgot you're drinking on my favorite stolen Pizza Hut cup. Let's go. Does it still have the waxy coat to it too, or does it come off?
It's got the like the textured ridges. You here, hold, listen.
Oh, that's
Classic.
that's my
Lamppost
kind of
pizza.
ASMR. Oh man,
That's so many soccer end of year things with those cups
Yeah.
at the soda machine with pizza that tastes like cardboard and lots of video games.
When I worked at a Pizza Hut, this thing was always full of mug root beer. Always.
And whiskey.
No, just I was a driver, so no.
He was a
Mug root beer,
semi-professional driver back in the day.
perennially underrated root beer in mug.
Mug root beer is fantastic, especially if it comes off of a machine that's where the carbonation's calibrated right.
That is always the key to your fountain soda, is finding someone that's not trying to screw you. Because let's be honest, it's like a penny for the soda, but there are old crusty old men who run these convenience stores that go, I wouldn't dare spend 2 pennies for a good tasting soda. No, let's thin it out some more. Like, are you kidding me?
You'd get the like the one. It looked like a bag of wine, but it was the syrup for the, and it hooked to the hose that ran to the machine. And I used to change those out, but like this one little bag like was enough soda for like a whole fucking week for the whole restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Are we now
I
hopping into
hated
an
that.
episode of how it's made?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Kind of.
Any restaurant employee or convenience store knows there is a distinct difference whether you ran Pepsi machines or whether you ran Coke. Coke owns the patent that allows you to change a bag in the box with just a little screw, like a little screw-on cap. Everyone else has to use this archaic plunger, which every now and then when you and then like jam this thing through, it'll get stuck and you'll pull the whole internal out on it, and you can empty an entire bag in the box on the floor. I have done this and seen it eat the enamel off of tile.
Wow. My teeth are crying.
Sometimes I'll have to regale you with the tales of mixing the pizza sauce at Pizza Hut.
Oh,
That's it. Stay for a spell after the episode.
Bonus content.
Good stuff. It's good stuff.
The
Brad.
Hut secrets. Are you allowed to say this? Isn't like NDA?
If you want to know
it's
how
been
much
more than
oil
5
goes
years.
into a pan pizza, just think twice. You don't want to know.
you know.
I don't care.
Nope.
You don't
Nope.
want to know.
Yeah,
Especially
nope.
if you don't know.
My arteries have a good idea.
You would think that, but it's probably more.
You call them arteries, really? They're just narrow passageways.
Good old arties. Adam, you got a new show that's relatively. Go ahead and advertise that bad boy.
Yeah, just real quickly before we continue on with the craziness of oil on pizza. So as he mentioned, on Sunday, every Sunday at 3 p.m. PDT now, at twitch.tv/thismagitech, we're doing Rime of the Frost Maiden. So you can find me there streaming every Sunday, 3 p.m. And it's a totally different take than what you may have seen on here. So yeah, it's pretty great. I'm a super nice character, super fun, a lot like Asher, not at all. But yeah, it's a good time. So swing by if you want. You can catch me there, and you'll get to see Tracy as well, who you'll see on the new Wednesday show starting next week.
Does your character over there also kill innocent people?
Yes, episode 1, like 10 minutes in.
So you're saying it's a lot less Asher and a lot more Omen.
Guys, you don't understand. There's obviously Discord beef going on here about who slaughters more innocents.
Everyone gets on my case about it, especially Becca. She's always like, "Oh, were you offended by that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because it's every day. It's every day. There's something every day."
I back radio on this play that Becca is the only person who's shotgunned a baby on our program.
I did. I've murdered children. Well, just a child. I've only been given the chance to murder one child. That's really on you. You should get more chances to see
We'll
a
have plenty
child
in
murderer.
Baldur's Gate. We'll have plenty in Baldur's Gate. Okay.
We don't know if it's a one-time thing or a multiple-time thing.
It is unfair of us to say children. It was only one murdered child.
You shotgun that child quicker than I think about shotgunning Captain Dynamite, folks. Our lovely sponsor for the entire year, Voodoo Ranger. I appreciate you. I can't wait till I actually shotgun a Voodoo Ranger around people again. That will be actually exhilarating, and I look forward to it, damn it. I'm hoping that my first event, not a convention, my first event that I've gone to since lockdown is going to be an outdoor fish fry when the old man comes back. I'm very, very excited about this because I haven't done anything like that since then. I've had one campfire that we socially distance on back in fall. So I've never been more pumped up for this. But it's going to be very difficult for me to tell people that I cannot play pass around Boone's Farm with you anymore. Some time honored traditions.
No more harvest.
It's what though, I think if you had to it's worth it. I think it's worth it. You should go for it.
Just everyone get your own bottle and then
You ever
just
had a
raise
Boone's
it up
Farm?
when
It's
it's your turn.
Yeah.
Just down it yourself.
Solution.
Yeah, it's easy. It's like, oh, it's my turn.
And that does preserve more of the flavors that you want. You don't get stuck with the off. You don't want to get stuck with the sangria one. You just don't. Yeah.
I like it.
Reminds me, we went to
the Boone's Farm sangria one.
I don't have standards for Boone's Farm.
Oh,
A $3 bottle of wine that's not good no matter what.
Oh no, there's an entire flavor ranking. Oh man, we could wax poetically for days. I have driven from small gas station to gas station collecting melon balls when it went out.
In the realm of harvests I've had in my life, it's probably been Boone's Farm is probably the middle, and then I think above that was a mason jar of apple moonshine, and then way down at the bottom was a bottle of Jägermeister. in terms of harvesting, Boone's Farm it's a solid middle.
Rest in peace, Blackberry Ridge, which was the best flavor. And for my mom, rest her soul, Tickle Pink is also unavailable on the retired list. That was her favorite. I think we need to have a live tasting.
Oh God.
I mean, I got Drizzly. I can have every flavor under the sun here in the next 45 minutes.
You might as well eat a mouthful of Skittles and take a shot of vodka.
True.
I made you Skittles vodka one year.
It's true, you did.
I separated them all by color and then I soaked them for 48 hours and I put them in those little ketchup bottles, the squirt bottles. And they were clear though, so you could taste the rainbow.
You can taste the rainbow.
That wasn't just any night though. That was my 21st birthday.
Yeah, that I forgot about originally.
I was wearing giant gargoyle wings.
God, man, there's so much lore in this opening today that you can get a piece of.
We had a Halloween party. It was great.
And a roll 20 and DnDBeyond.com. Thank you guys for empowering our lovely character sheets. We introduced a few folks over the week to D&D Beyond, and they were blown away. Once again, it never gets old showing someone that's had to previously calculate out everything on their own to showing that, oh no, we can build this character in 10 minutes, don't worry. And they're like, oh, I don't know how we're gonna do it. And then it happens.
Magic.
Appreciate y'all. We need to pick up where we left off last week, as our band of adventurers was able to successfully evade combat after leaving the old gooseberry, largely in part due to Asher's darkness spell, as he was able to whisk away as they avoided conflict with the tavern owner and good old Girth Dusk Punch, who somehow lives to fight another day. Big reveal after grabbing copious amounts of Rivington street food. You all found out that Hiram is not Hiram, is in fact Jinrid, a man in his younger 20s. A backstory that involves a very, very sketchy bard ship. After getting a little bit closer over that picnic, you guys have sought Gresham, one of Aelun's contacts within the underworld of Rivington, where you guys were able to successfully barter lottery numbers for your passage to Brampton. Being told that you would need to be packed inside barges full of sardines, multiple of you have sought going to get river reeds now so you all can still breathe. However, Gitzi, wearing Hiram's cloak of disguise, has wandered off a little bit further, witnessing a shakedown from Kingpin Ferald himself, seeing a man named Trevor thrown over the side of the bridge. We pick up with Ferald and two of his goons headed your way, Gitzi. We are not in combat. Still in RP.
I have made a grave mistake. Okay, so I've got this wonderful cloak on. As he's walking towards me, let's just go all out for this. Can I use that disguise cloak to mirror him? I want to look exactly like him, but slightly older. Like his just clothing, his facial expressions, his hair, a little bit more stringy on that end. Like I'm seeing him and I'm picturing myself as him. Can I roll a deception check just to see if I can convince him that I look like a mirror?
I'm going to get a ruling on this.
Sure. Our imagination is our only limitation. And also the rules.
Who are you? I'm you, but better.
But older. Slightly. I'm you from the future.
Quit taking my lines.
I'm you if you had remembered to floss.
There's
your
only
teeth.
so many things I can say with this particular plan.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You were spot on.
Marty! The flux capacitor!
Great Scott.
Great.
Marvin, it's your cousin.
Okay. So, this is going to be an official ruling on this. You are trying to change on the fly.
Yes. If it looks weird, I'll take it even more so. Like my face just starts slowly splotching out and transforming into him, just certain parts of him starting to pop out. I'll take it.
We don't have to go full Salvador Dali yet. I'm going to give you a chance before that happens. or wait long enough for radio's internet connection to where you can all see what it actually looks like.
Oh.
I was pointing at the cat. She's up in the rafters again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have night vision, Gitzi?
No.
I want you to roll history check with disadvantage as you're trying to put together his visage.
Okay.
Of how accurate this turn will be.
Okay. 14 then with disadvantage. I have a -1.
To be able to get the basics down.
It's dark. You won't know. I don't know. No one knows.
As you turn into a slightly older version in front of Ferald and his goons.
It's you. I finally found you. But, and he's gonna like pretend to pull up his sleeve a little bit, but it's too late. I'm not supposed to meet you yet. Can I take an athletics to now try to jump off the bridge?
Okay.
It's too early.
So I have always had you down by the reeds, and
Yeah.
they have been up on the bridge, and they are
Okay.
walking down to you towards the reeds.
I'd like to swim away then. I
First,
thought it was, I had walked
I
up.
need you to roll a performance check on your Ferald voice.
Perfect. I'm very excited about this. Wait.
You shouldn't be.
Inspiration. I have inspiration thanks to Chad. Okay. That's okay.
It sounds
that is
just
an
like
11.
how it came out.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
What the As you turn and say this, they just slowly keep walking. And you're going to turn and you're going to run. Are you turtle swimming?
Yes.
All right.
Deep dive.
I need you to give me an athletics check, Gitzi. Oh!
18. That was
Almost.
Okay.
18 though.
As this version of Ferald now dips down underneath the water, is turtling its way. Who else is out in the reeds right now? She's gone further down the road.
It's Aelun and Josiah, but I don't remember if we
stayed back. She was the one who forged forward.
That's right.
She's up there. We're back in the trash.
Do we hear this splash though?
Oh yeah, you hear this force coming towards your way. They don't give you a water speed, do they, Gitzi?
No. It's very mean of them.
I guess you could be a land tortoise, but I'd assume that you
Look, I grew up on the coast.
you grew up on the coast, so like you're boogieing, like you're doing.
Yeah. I'm used to ocean swimming. Come on.
Go ahead. How many feet of movement did they give you?
30 feet.
30 feet. Put yourself and write this on as a note on your character sheet. Put 40 foot of swimming.
Gotcha.
Oh, just stand there. Go after what the hell that thing is. It looks like you. Go after it. These two goons are gonna go in hot pursuit.
And I pop up for air. It's too early. I'll see you in 12 years.
and you did. Oh man, shit, one above them. You like they're running on the side. Gitzi's coming to the reeds.
I don't know how to swim actually.
Josiah and Aelun, I need you guys to give me perception checks.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, I have advantage.
23.
11. Oh wait, yeah, 13.
And 13.
Guys, I've just seen that the dice roller hadn't been on. Give me 1 second. We have to turn that off when we're in rare drop. So I will go ahead and send those cards back so you get a reroll on them real quick. Josiah, you were in at a 23.
Yes, sir. 23 and 13 for Aelun.
Yeah, you guys are going to be able to hear. Like, you need to just be above 10 to be able to get a piece of that.
Aelun, I'm going to need my coat right now. Give me the coat. Give me the coat.
You can't have this.
Give me the coat. I give me the coat right now.
Fine. Take your coat. It's selfish.
Just take the shirt off, throw it at him, put my coat on.
That's it. Just put his coat on.
Yeah, I mean,
It was not
he's
gonna
cold.
bother to put his shirt on.
it's got all my weapons in it. Literally has all my weapons. I've been unarmed to this point.
Aelun's not bothered to put his shirt on. He's just lets it fall to the ground. It's already ripped up. He doesn't care. Are we going to what do you think these guys want? What did Gitzi go?
Just shut up. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Do you think we'll get to fight them?
Don't fight anybody. You don't have to. We have to be on that boat in 30 minutes.
But they look pretty menacing. Look at them. They have the shoulders and everything.
Leave them alone. We need to get across the river unless you want to die in this shuttle.
Fine. We'll do it your way. But if I'm telling you, if they look at me wrong,
You look at you wrong. Look the other direction, you idiot.
I want the coat back when we're done.
Gitzi, athletics check.
Oh, 12. Wait, I'm gonna use my D6. 12. I have my last inspo. Give me another 2. 14.
Giving it hell. All right. Goons in hot pursuit. Let's go. Let's go.
I was really hoping for that one though.
Are you doing like anime Speed Turtle where there's like 2 lines of water shooting up behind you?
If I roll higher than a 14, sure.
Flips out, turns into Blastoise, fires these bitches off.
Cannon.
It's a water gun, but it's just your mouth going.
It's just she just goes like this, does that thing where you
Take a storm giant strength potion and fucking hits like a power washer.
Jesus.
picture. Fear my waves.
Yes.
Gitzi, you have a good lead on them
Yes.
at this point. They're going to be with you 10 feet ahead, and you've beaten them out on a chase now twice. They're 50 feet behind where you're at now. There was quite a bit of distance for them to get to before you took off. But you're pretty close to Josiah and Aelun at this point.
I'd like to, because I had grabbed those reeds from earlier. I'd like to dive down and kind of hold still with my reed as I approach Josiah and Aelun. We're gonna test them. We gotta see if the reeds work. Proof of purchase.
Gonna pin it off on them.
I was just gonna slow down near them. I don't think it's them, but if it does, then I'll be near them at least.
All right,
bad happens.
you guys see what you hope, I guess, is Gitzi screaming through the water, and then all of a sudden, just to stop, you can see The two goons in the distance still running that way, 50 feet away. You guys are in the reeds outside the very sleepy owl. What do you do?
Aelun, do you know if there's alligators and crocodiles in these waters? Because I don't spend that much time on the river edge. Usually I'm in a ship.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know about the wildlife in this river?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
17. This thing is well trafficked. It's pretty much just game fish because it is in and out large vessels. There is a little bit that comes back in from the ocean, but it ain't crocs.
There's no crocodiles here. Maybe like a sea bass or maybe even a crawfish or two, but that's it.
Large catfish.
So
Catfish.
what's that?
What is it? Well, I don't know what that is. That could be anything.
Oh, actually, Gitzi, I need you to roll a stealth with advantage.
Sweet.
Because they would just see movement in the water and then nothing. Depending on how this roll is.
Hopefully nothing.
Hey,
Have
Advantage.
advantage. Have advantage.
welcome to Advantage Land.
The Chianti River, right?
1 to 20.
1 to 20, baby. Hey, John Cena.
You can't see me.
Not only with that nat 20, sliding back, I will give you the ability while you're underneath water for you to slowly slide through, breathing through that reed. I will allow you to motion to Josiah and Aelun to do the same and see you doing it.
Okay. Just an emotion. Like, underwater with the reeds.
I'm
What
not,
are you
not
trying
gonna
to tell us?
shut up. She says, "Just grab the reed and go underwater." Here, just take my reed and sink right down in.
Aelun will follow, but he'll, for a moment, think about fighting these guys.
The last
Go
one
on.
to tuck. I need stealth with advantage.
That looks cocked.
20.
Of course it is free.
$22.
Wow.
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 Is your Beyond extension working for you nicely, Radio?
Yeah.
Love it. Looks good.
As long as it's not a complex roll, I can do simple ones. I have other things for the more complex ones.
As you all slouch down inside those reeds, breathing and testing out your own tubes. You can see the torchlight pass by. Investigation check with disadvantage coming in. This is a D20 plus 2. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 10 being underneath all of those numbers. Where the hell did they go? God. You know, boss isn't gonna let us come back empty-handed. Fuck. Perception check. Poor individual that is actually taking a leak outside the tavern. Let's go fetch this one. You guys do not see this as the torchlight dissipates. You guys hold in your position the next 5 minutes. You let me know when you want to rise.
Can we sense any other movement in the river? Like what would take when you feel people moving, like purposely pushing through the water? Could we roll like, okay, nothing. Okay, cool.
There's no activity next to these reeds and cattails where you're at. It's pretty still.
I would like to rise out of the water slowly, just enough to do a perception check. Looking to hear anything.
Navy SEALs.
Just slowly rising up so I can hear if anything's around.
Rambo Aelun.
21.
21. As you raise up out of the water, just enough for you to get your bearings, you can hear muffled screams. Screams point your eyes towards those two Rivington rats with an individual in their hands. Their back turned to you. You can see it appears to be male, middle-aged.
Can we see each other underwater? Is this water clear enough?
Actually, where the reeds are at, it's not bad. The patch, thanks to that nat 20, you have visibility.
I'm gonna sink back under the water and look over at the other two and make a bunch of hand gestures that try to convey that there's trouble afoot. I'm probably not gonna be able to convey that there's some random guy getting murdered.
But please act this out for us.
So, like, tug my ear, stealing second.
It's gonna look at Gitzi.
I'm gonna make a bunch of stabbing motions, like.
I'm probably gonna think that you're wanting to murder someone.
And then I'm gonna point like up and out of the water, just to get you guys to look.
Go ahead and roll me intelligence checks.
Intelligence.
Oh no.
Well, for you, it's performance. For them, it'll be intelligence.
Fantastic.
For them to try to understand exactly what's going on.
That's an 18. It's the best game of charades you ever played.
You're like
Mine's
those.
a 4.
You're the equivalent. Oh God.
Yes.
You're
Even
talking to
with
Dumb and Dumber here.
Mud channeling all the hand signers that have been rocking and rolling since the pandemic for governors, appointed seats, press conferences, constantly trying to outdo each other with the greatest hand signing performances of their lives. You do a great job. Josiah, you have no clue what's going on. Gitzi, yours is, oh God.
I'm a 4.
Yeah, You did your best. But they just don't know.
If they're not making a motion to leave the river, then I will reluctantly just sink back down to the water and just wait with them.
So you're saying you're reluctantly crouching at the starting line?
Yes. I'll just, like, you're not getting the message, but I'm not gonna go out of the water.
How long do you guys
imagine that
hold?
whole scene. I imagine you being so mad. Just
I think we probably got another 5 more minutes to this before it's time for us to come up.
All right.
Yeah. We can play rock, paper, scissors while we're waiting underwater.
I've already lost to Gitzi like 3 times. I'm just dumb as rocks.
It's okay. We can say we tied. You rolled a 1, I rolled a 4.
That's why I was doing the math on 3 times.
We're going to hold with you guys underneath the water, back inside the tavern. So, what are your favorite vices of the city?
my favorite vices.
Vices? Yeah. What's your whistle, boy?
Oh, books.
Like, naughty books?
No, not really naughty books, but like, books like, with like history and knowledge and especially that of like arcane and like magical. Those are pretty cool. And there's a lot of books here. Or
I don't think you understand what vice is.
Well, I mean, everybody can have their own vices, right?
Jin is over here just dying. Slowly. So you like to read? That's it? That's all you do?
Yeah.
He proceeds to take a long pull from his new souvenir cup, thanks to Aelun. Can we get some more beverages over here? I'm gonna need some more gin.
What's your vices? I asked, really not wanting to know, but trying to be polite.
He completely turns his posture and just ignores like you're not even talking over there. So, is there any kind of arrangement that we could situate how I can get these numbers for Jen? Is a relationship we could continue to prosper even after this time is through? This doesn't have to end here exactly. All I'm trying to say is do a lot of business in between Rivington and Braxton inside the city. Jin realizing now that he's cornered in here. There's a way that you can contact me through the stars. But it will take time. Concentration, focus. It is not the easiest thing to do. Well, I don't necessarily need to. Do I? Can I just get an address on that? Oh, where are you going inside Brampton?
You could learn that, but it's in a book, unfortunately, and you don't like those. So.
What do you mean it's in a book?
Well, in order to understand things, sometimes you have to learn them, and they're in books.
You're telling me
it's your journey. It's your destiny.
Yes. Here's my. He grabs a small parchment. If you want some work, this is where you can find my office over in the mountain inside the longshore. Writes down his contact information. I think we can find some suitable arrangements if you like. I'd like to have a golden goose in the back pocket. He slides that note over to Jinrin. Jinrin just kind of nods and hits his drink a little bit harder, knowing that in the next 15 minutes, they're going to have to be in a barge with sardines. He's going to continue to try to take the edge off just a little bit. At this point, you guys have finally popped your heads up. You can go ahead and roll perception checks if you would like.
$14 for me.
Ooh.
Whoa! Let's go, Turtle!
I don't know who I am tonight. I'm sorry.
Damn, son, where'd you get that?
You badass tonight. That's what you are.
Count them.
Gitzi. In that water, you're able to see what looks like another large splash near the bridge. As you can see what looks like a second body as a millstone now floats a second individual to the basin of the Shianthar River. The coast is clear, but you know the cost.
I do not like this city. If the coast is clear, can I swim to at least cut the bodies off the rope that tied them down?
It's a good distance back over that way, but you certainly can.
Feels like the appropriate thing to do. I'm gonna look back at the other two. You're welcome to come help if you'd like.
I can't hold my breath that long. Why don't you give me the reeds? I'll go back to the bar.
Okay.
And don't take too long because we do have a boat to meet in 20 minutes.
Right. I'm
Yes,
just releasing the bodies and putting them on the coast. That way they can be found.
When you dive back down, oh, go ahead, please.
Just giving her space. Taking those reeds and I'm going back towards the bar.
Aelun follows.
When you dive back down and get to the basin of Shianthar, you thought this was going to be easy. But when you look out, you don't even know where to begin. You just stare out into a literal field of bodies tied to millstones. Where you thought there were 2, you glance and you see 40, 60. It is a literal graveyard in this deep channel of the Shinethar. You're able to take your dagger out and cut off the most recent 2. Faces unfamiliar. Their lives just expiring. What else would you like to do while you're down here?
I'd like to carry those 2 up to the top. And float them up to where they're just atop the river. And I'm assuming I can see this light fading from them. Their bodies just filled with water, lungs full. And I'm going to say a small prayer. She just closes her eyes, her hand on each of them, just clasping their wrists. This was nothing you deserved. But may your pain be finally at rest. And may you find peace elsewhere. She's going to push them down the river.
I want you to roll another perception check.
Six.
As you tend to these bodies, hey, you see that down there? Yeah. What's that floating? I don't know. Looks like a couple of bodies. They turn to look on the other side of the bridge. As you can just barely see torchlight from atop that bridge. What do you do, Gitzi?
I'm going to just dive back under. Back
right.
into the sea of bodies down below. But I'd like it that as I do, I'd like to touch each body as I go through, saying a silent prayer for each of them. Closing my eyes with each touch, just wishing them passage on beyond this, that their souls not be trapped in the river.
Okay. I need you to make an athletics check.
Yep. I have some inspiration that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my D8. Actually, I'm going to use my lucky. I'm going to use my lucky instead. Okay, that sucks. All right, it's an 8. Then Plus 4, that's 12.
Running with the devil. As you just dive back underneath water in time before these two individuals with torchlight spot you sending these bodies off. You dive back down underneath the river and begin cutting and sending bodies. These unable to float up long and in varying stages. Not a sight you will forget anytime soon. It's going to take you a good bit. Just how much are you trying to accomplish here? You understand that you have a clock.
If I can see their faces, if they have a face.
Okay. That'll take you an extra 10 or 15 minutes to do and to get back. I need you to make an athletics check.
Good time to roll high athletics. Good time.
DC was 18 for you to get back on time. Or literally missed the boat. Back at the very sleepy owl. You guys drenched, shaking off like a couple of wet dogs in the rain.
I was trying to signal you. Did you not know? Do you not know what this means?
Dude, I don't care what that means.
Okay, give me the coat back.
No, we're good. We're hidden.
But I'm cold.
We're
Now.
out
Give
of.
me the coat.
Where's the shirt that I gave you?
It's back on the ground over there.
Let's go get the shirt then.
I'll go get his shirt. I'll bring it back.
Where the hell is everybody? We got. Fine. If it's only you two, you better sort yourselves to the top. Excuse me, Miss Tab! Tab! As Gresham begins to close out, Asher, are you doing anything before you leave the very sleepy owl?
No, I don't think so. Maybe just do one like glance around the room and just see if there's anyone that sticks out. I think I did it earlier in the evening, but just gonna do another just to see if there's anyone that sticks out that's like oddly paying attention to our table.
Perception check.
Nope.
Just as
4.
ignorant as when you walked in.
Bright lights, big city.
So I put my hands up and playing my song.
We just spanned
Still
a
the
couple
room.
generations of reaction there. Oh my god. As you exit the very sleepy owl, you run into Josiah and Aelun shaking off there with a handful of reeds. You guys have been outside here for a minute. Gitzi still not back.
Here, kid, here's your read.
Where's Gitzi?
She's doing something. She'll be here in a minute. Just relax. She knows the time.
Kind of missed the boat.
Just relax. It's Gitzi.
Yeah, I know. She's slow.
I mean, you have a point. She's kind of slow. Just give her a couple more minutes. She'll be here.
Gretchen pops out the door. Well, we don't have any minutes, but come, let's go. We need to get this done now. Just as that moment, Gitzi, you begin to make your way back up from the sides of the river.
I'm coming. Just not even bother shaking off the water at all. Just going to let it hang on her.
Come. Let's get everyone here situated. Like I said, don't lose that note, Jen. We have business to tend to.
Gitzi, Reed, take it everything went well?
It'll be fine.
All right, let's get that boat then.
Let's make this quick. As Gretchen takes you over to an old wooden barge. This is gonna stink. Main channels. As he takes you back into the docks, showing you each a compartment to lay in this old wooden barge. As he takes the time over the rigging, you can see the large stacks of sardines inside these nets. Oh, it stinks as he's lowering and raising the crane. He's laughing to himself as he cuts that first rope. Asher, just fish piling on, just slapping your face, the literal slime and smell as it begins to cover your body. Are you claustrophobic at all?
Well, two things. One, I would not say I'm claustrophobic, but I also wouldn't have a understanding of it, as I've been most of my life outside and open doors and, you know, smaller rooms. So I haven't really I haven't had a lot of experience with confined spaces. So
well, you never tried to play Houdini with your brother and bury each other alive and see who makes it out?
Nope.
I guess that's just in the Midwest.
But before we get there, I would just talk to Vera and say, I don't think that you should go on this portion of the journey. It's probably best that we just hide you away for a bit. You know, it's going to be smelly and weird and gross, and safer for you if you're not there. But as soon as we get to the other side, I promise you'll be right back here. And I'll give her some scritches, and then I'll just snap my finger and she just disappears.
First confirmed familiar kill.
Not kill. I can actually dismiss and then bring her back as an action.
Dismiss.
So
An important distinction.
Dismiss,
There's a
kill, I don't
difference.
know. It's up to interpretation.
look, if I'm gonna kill my baby, I gotta hold a shotgun. All right, we all know that.
I did set the standard.
Wow.
I did set the standard.
It's
So
me stepping away.
either read it or go above. I'm gonna encourage you. Maybe try a hammer.
Before we
Eldritch blast.
move on, from Gresham here, in the future, I would like to hear Gresham say one thing though. It'd be nice if he could say, "You got to admit, I played this stinking city like a harp from hell."
As everyone is slowly being filled in. I didn't know, he did. He slowly became the penguin. I don't know how that happened.
He just started doing it, and I was like, "I got it. It has to be."
You gotta admit, Aelun. I played this city like a harp from hell. As he
you could
pulls
play
the
the harp.
last lever.
And
Fish
like you
hitting
could
your
play the
face. as you all are currently in this barge of sardines. I need Constitution saving throws from everyone.
It's like a barge of lunch. This is great.
Right, okay.
15.
20.
It's a 12.
Oh my god.
Good.
Who are
Come on
you?
now.
Who are you?
I think the dice that I had last night transferred to you, Gitzi. I rolled a few NDA nat 20s. You have definitely got the heat tonight. Oh God, no! I don't think I have any luckies left either. I think I burned them all because we haven't got a rest. I don't think I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Oh no! Jenrid just
puke.
oh, he can't take it. I gotta, oh man. Being buried just underneath the weight of this, and I can feel it. I'm gonna lose my lunch.
He did it to himself. Yep.
He knows what triggers it too.
And just like Jimi Hendrix, another legend dies.
Sorry, some things are a little.
That's the worst. That's the worst when
Some
you do it
things
to
are a little.
yourself.
Some things are. You can. Yeah, you can smell it. Oh.
Focus on the kitty, chat.
Say hi.
Real life Constitution saving throw.
Yes. It's right there in the middle.
God, he can taste it. This is with disadvantage. If I fail, I will have to come up and out of that cover. +2. Come on, baby.
No.
Can we hold you down? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Stay down.
Oh, shit. I need to look and see if I have anything. What do I got? Ooh, I have a 10. I have a D10. Let's do it.
Come on.
Oh, that 10 was right there. Oh, hold on. 2 plus 2 plus 6. I am at a 10. I will have to roll again. I don't have to roll at disadvantage. As I swallow that first bit.
Oof.
As I can feel the stomach acid from the cheap drinks. And this smell. D20 plus 2.
Oh.
6. I have one other inspiration to burn. And it's a D6. I need a 4 or higher to even to keep going.
There we go.
Okay. That's a 12.
Careful.
Bring it up.
I still have not hit the DC of 14. This is it. No more rolls.
No.
With an 11.
Am I close by? Can I like hear this?
You're underneath. We're in like our own little silos.
Oh, okay.
Man, I have a choice. I'm gonna risk it. 1, 2, 3 points of exhaustion. As I am unable to breathe, I'm just trying to hold on for dear life underneath here because I don't want to surface. We just got in here and it can ruin everything. God damn it. That's going to buy me one more roll.
It's the point in the game where the crowd is on their feet. Oh, come on!
How many 4s are you gonna roll?
Oh my God.
4s and
Seriously.
Now just profusely vomiting on myself. 4 points of exhaustion.
Oh God, you're gonna come out of that. It's like, what the hell happened to you? Oh.
I mean, he's wrecked right now.
Oh, but I can't come up out of this pit. Five points of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
you are not.
You are one away from dangerous territory.
As I'm finally able to clear myself between fish, slime, and vomit, 5 points of exhaustion.
Oh my
I have
God.
no speed. I am delirious. My consciousness fades in and out inside of this bridge. I currently have underneath 10 hit points. As we coast along, it feels like an eternity that you guys are inside this barge. But you can feel no longer drifting. You feel set and stationary. I need one more round of con saves for the night.
Oh, bring me that 20. Let's go.
You're practically at the buffet.
Yeah, I've been actually eating fish the whole time. Just
I'm a 9.
side cheeking them out of the reed.
I'm gonna add some. It's a D8. Is that inspo?
12.
11.
Yes, thank you, Jen. 17 for me.
Are you going to hold on yours, Asher? You said 11, correct?
I don't think I have any. I have one Indomitable card. I forget what that does, though.
You can re-roll.
But I gotta take a point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I will, because that's really low. So we'll burn that Indomitable card and hope that this one's better. 12.
That's better.
It feels like you're just not getting enough air down there. And you start to panic. Breathing and heartbeat quickens. You start to think like you need to surface as well. It is your choice to take another point of exhaustion to be able to hold and calm yourself for another roll.
I think I do it like once. Try to like grit through.
Oh, let's go.
$21.
21, you will succeed. Jinrid, in this weird state of exhaustion, not quite asleep and passed out, but not quite awake either. That strange in and out dream state. Trying to focus. Understanding that I'm not in a good place right now. I feel sicker than shit. I'm going to attempt to cast Lesser Restoration on myself. But I'm going to make this a wisdom saving throw. Lesser Restoration will be able to peel off a point of exhaustion. DC on this wisdom saving throw in my current state will be an 18. This is a +7 toss for me.
Oh no.
Spell fails. Because I'm just too delirious to be able to. Last con saving throw for me. And with that 16 plus 2, just making the DC again, Hiram does not die overnight inside that barge of fish. I will let you all go take that quick break and grab a beverage as sun rises on Brampton when we get back.
Can you imagine if you had to explain to people that your character died in a choking on his own vomit in a pit of sardines?
Yeah.
Me, man.
I don't know if there's a more embarrassing D&D death than that.
Yeah. How did he go? You don't want to know.
Good.
How'd your recent PC get killed? Not telling.
Truly Jimi Hendrix my way out.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That shit's wild. one exhaustion away from death.
Worst part is, man, you guys would have got up. Nobody's got magic to bring me out. I'm literally one with the fishes.
You'd have been sitting there dead all night when no one would know about it.
Oh, chat, I'm getting a Voodoo Ranger. God. Oh. Whew. Yeah, he about became one with Hiram. Good God. What a struggle bus that was. Jinrin now has a fish problem. There's no doubt. Almost died in a barge of fish. What a way to go, right? What a way to go. Oh my God. That was a lot of poor rolls. That was a lot of poor rolls. Hopefully those are knocked out. Them damn fish, they're liars. You're right, chat. Just saw some of the art, Lockie. By the way, I was totally teased. I thought that was a full ban list that came out, Lockie. I didn't realize that was just for the limited time event. By the way, that event was with all those toxic cards taken out. Ugin, Brazen Borrower. Oh, it was awesome. There was actually creatures. It was amazing. Well, that was almost a first.
Go get yourself another beer, my friend. You're gonna need it.
I need to after almost puking myself.
Fish death? That's twice. Twice we've done that to you. I forgot. I forgot the last time we did that to him. Man, we were talking about something that got a little too close to home.
Swallowing dip spit.
Oh, that's right. Oh, don't go. Stop talking about him. Go.
Two things that have conjured.
Yeah, go. God. You're already half grossed out. Let's talk about the last thing that grossed you out on stream in depth. Good God. That's about the most Mang thing you could do, Captain. Come on. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that happened with him. It wasn't lost on me that, Hiram died in that side campaign to 3 nat 1s in a row. And that, he takes on that persona in this campaign. And look, it was almost fish death. Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
Hello.
Seriously, Zero, Hiram is a curse for sure. Bringing him into this campaign, worst thing possible. We're all going to be taken over by some dark demigod now. Oh, speaking of, there's Mudcat.
Hello. I have Swiss cheese.
Florida man.
You want to see Florida man? You should see my new driver's license.
I can only imagine.
It's beautiful. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but I'll send you one if I find it.
I'm so lucky that since I had to renew my license, they're using the picture of me from like 10 years ago, so it's still like Fenmang. It's like, hey, it's this guy, not
Very nice.
this guy.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
He wasn't saying he wasn't. He was talking.
Just reassuring him, okay? You're beautiful. It's true.
My wife reassures me that I'm beautiful every time she asks me if I want to go for a run.
Aww.
Hey, honey, I see you just finished that California burrito. You want to go for a run? Yeah, sure.
Helps you go faster.
More gas, more go.
Hey, more gas, more go, okay?
There you go. The partners channel.
Oh, baby, let's see this. Dude,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't let you drive a car, but you could definitely drive my dinghy. I mean, boat.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful.
That is
Florida man now.
classic Mang.
100%.
I got that. They printed that thing out, and I was like, "Oh, that could not have come out more perfect."
Captain Mud.
The best license picture. If
Yeah.
if I ever do something crazy, I want that as my mugshot. Like,
Oh, that's what they'll use. That's 100%
good
the
one.
picture.
They find the worst photo ever.
well, this is a good one, and I want them to use this one.
I mean, the mustache has the perfect amount of curl
Yeah.
at the base. I mean, it's like you posed just right for that.
I mean, you could put that in black and white. It's like an 18th century Civil War general. It's perfect.
I'd have put you in, Tombstone, right next to Wyatt Earp. You know it's serious when the hush falls over the crowd when Captain gets his headphones in, starts looking at his screens. And we all just kind of start looking at each other like, oh God, don't say anything, don't say anything. Or it could be the first one out of this.
Teacher's back in the room. Oh God.
Well, he figures this out. This is my last can of Higher Plane.
Oh,
It's so good.
by the way, I got a fresh cash from Wicked. Sent me 2 6-packs. Thank you very much.
I have
Hell
officially
yeah.
cleaned out every single place in 20 miles of my house. No one has it left.
Hmm.
Okay. Before the break of dawn, FYI, I have just read forward enough. As most of you know, I usually don't go peeking forward very far into the story and get most of it at the same time as the rest of the group. You guys feel these nets bounding up and back around you again, angling and positioning your reeds out the sides. We're gonna start with Asher first.
Oh man.
We gotta get these fish back in the water. Know what I'm spoiling, do we? Big stretch. It's a good day to take a deep breath, isn't it? As Gresham begins to lower you back underneath the water, bound inside that net, Asher, submerged, not knowing what is happening. I need you to roll a perception check to see if you heard. DC 16.
Sweet. That's a 7.
You can feel the water hit around you as you are sinking inside this netting of sardines. I want you to try to get one last big gulp of air through your reed. This is not a save. This is a Constitution check.
Uh, 18.
18. You get a big breath in. Holding on as you can feel the Shianthar fill not only this netting all around you, but inside your reed. Holding your breath, rolling around in this netting of fish. You will succeed. As that netting is then pulled and attached to another hook as you being dragged in an opposite direction. Hooked to something, being pulled fast. Before you know it, netting split open. You emerge in an underwater tunnel. Come on, boys, get him up out of the water. It's two hands. Heave ho. Just enough breath. You look around. You are in a smuggler's tunnel under the port of Brampton. Next up, Gitzi. Need a perception check from you.
A 6.
6. You do not hear, but Once again, bound up, surrounded by those sardines as you hit the water. Deep breath, Constitution check. You have advantage on this since you are a turtle.
Okay, good. Okay. 7 is going to be the high of that. It surprises me.
It catches you off guard as you hit the water. Unable to breathe. Point of exhaustion. Being pulled next to another hook. Constitution saving throw.
Boom.
13 plus.
3, 16.
16. Just being able to focus and understanding the trust in this situation that you're in, calming yourself, you two emerge with just 1 point of exhaustion inside that underwater smuggling tunnel. Aelun, perception check.
Does this rely on hearing or smelling?
Hearing.
Okay. 15.
15. You hear him referencing, "Oh, it's a good day to breathe deep." As you're pulled up inside yours, you understand advantage on your Constitution check to get a big breath of air.
11.
11. Ooh, you just get a little one. It's not nearly enough. It's still hard to breathe inside these sardines, but you're able to get a small one. You don't have a point of exhaustion yet, but as you hit the water and you're being pulled by this hook through the water, Constitution saving throw.
$14.
14. Being pulled through quickly, you emerge as well in that smuggler's tunnel, pulled up with the rest of your friends catching your breath. Josiah, perception check. You do not. You hit that water, take 1 point of exhaustion as it hits and fills your lungs. Constitution saving throw as you're being drugged to this tunnel.
6.
Take 2 points of exhaustion before you are pulled up and out into the smuggler's tunnel underneath Brampton.
Well, that was sudden. Oh, fish was good. Water's terrible.
Hiram, perception check with disadvantage, 2d20 plus 4. As I am going to hit the water and have to make a Constitution saving throw in my delirious state. Wisdom saving throw. As I try to use guidance on myself. DC 18. 1d20 plus 7. Constitution saving throw. 14 is the target on this shorter drag. D20 plus 2.
Some break in there. Damn.
Oh!
I mean, surviving.
With a 15. Hiram's unconscious body is hauled up and out into the tunnel next to all of you. He is pale, fish and vomit stained. You think he's dead. His breathing is all but stopped.
This wasn't part of the deal.
Not all of them make it.
What do you mean?
That's the business. There ain't no refunds around here. You're gonna need to take care of that.
Got anybody who can heal? I mean, do we know he's dead? Kid, check if he's dead.
Shake him a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna like try and prop him up on his side, so he's not like, in case he's like got anything in his throat or anything. I'm gonna like kind of prop him on his side, and then I'm gonna just check and see if I can
Medicine check.
sense any breathing or anything. Oh God. Oh. 16.
16. You can tell that Jin is just barely alive. As you can see him cough up a little bit of water. Not conscious. But he is alive.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's just I don't know. He's not in a good spot. We should get him out of here and somewhere quick. Oh wait. And then Asher's gonna like look, and he's gonna find his potion of healing, and he's gonna take the cork off, and then you're gonna see him just open his hand, and this like flame will just appear in his hand, and then he's gonna hold it down by Jin's face and say, "If you can hear me, you need to drink this. It's going to help you. If you need to drink this," and then I'm gonna try and like feed him my health potion.
You will be able to administer it. We'll see if he can keep it down. Needs to be a 10 or higher on this.
Yeah! Get it!
Hell yeah!
He latched onto that thing like a newborn baby.
Finally, we needed
Roll
that
enough
so
dice, you're bound to get a
desperately.
20.
It was all adding up eventually for you.
Oh,
I mean, literally, that added up all his last, 12 rolls.
Yes.
In that one.
that's right, chat. Nat 20 on swallowing. How do you think about that?
Well, with that at
Shit.
20, you get 14 HP because it's a crit. I don't know. But
As one of my eyes will just kind of like partially open. It was not a good ride. I don't want to see fish for any time soon. It'll be just enough where I'm not complete dead weight. I'm definitely gonna need a crutch.
Gitzi, Aelun, can you help?
Yes, of course.
Just carefully get him up. We're gonna need to find a place to stay as soon as possible.
It smells terrible.
So do you.
We all do. We were just
He's like an extra level.
Taking you to an inn that's connected to this cellar. You have room and board for the day. But then you'll need to leave. An old, straggly gentleman that's seen some time, but still old man ripped. Follow me as he takes you by lantern light through this dank, old cellar. Eventually passing through these old pipes. And through you can finally smell, that's bread. Morning dough being rolled out in whatever establishment this is. There's a large iron door creaks and cracks open as you walk in to the basement cellar of whatever establishment this is. Taken up a back staircase as you can hear this kitchen beginning to prep its early morning meals. You all are escorted to a set of rooms. They're not squalor, but they're not first class either. But they are warm, there are beds, and there are small lanterns, no windows to look out. You are completely concealed wherever this compartment is. Meals will be brought to your door. You're allowed to leave next sunrise. Old man turns with his lantern, and you hear the doors lock behind you. Your two rooms are interconnected.
Okay, let's put him in the bed over here and let's get him warmed up a bit. And I'm gonna grab like another 2 lanterns basically. I'm gonna carry them over and I'm gonna set them, and like if it's got like the little latch, I'm gonna like open the latches of both, and you're just gonna see my hand raise, and the flames are gonna get a little bit more vibrant, and they're gonna hold steady there. I'm gonna stick it next to him to try and like help warm him up as best I can.
That's an excellent idea. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had practice.
Well, let's at least. Well, I'm not going to help with too much, but the wet and smelly clothes should probably not. I mean, they should be dried eventually.
You want us to take off our clothes?
We'll do that in our own separate rooms, but eventually, yes, or else you'll get a cold.
Gitzi, I don't know what to think about separate rooms. There's 2 rooms here.
Well, I'm gonna go stroll in the hallway for a little bit.
Does Gitzi still look like a man?
I never looked like a man, but thank you.
She looked like a Goliath, but never a
like
man.
That weird little
the guy that was
switching
from the future.
Yeah. How often can I cast that change?
You can use disguise self at will with it. You just have to concentrate, and the longer you're able to concentrate, the better the disguise is in my book.
Okay. I'm going to assume that probably would have been something back then, or else Aelun and Josiah would not have trusted me in the water.
So I was just wondering if we're just standing here with a stranger.
I'm going to assume.
We left Gitzi back at the
Cue
other side of the river.
Realize it.
Cue the queen strike. I look into the eyes of a stranger.
There was so
Very
much
good
going
with
on. I
this.
didn't notice that we didn't know you.
Who is this man?
With you guys tending to me, I will peel off 1 point of exhaustion as you set me up for success for a long rest.
Perhaps we should get him some hot water too. Warm him on the inside and outside.
Gitzi, chances are you trying to pour hot water down his throat, you're going to kill him.
I
Look at
drink
him.
hot water all the time. It's called tea.
Yeah, and you're conscious. Look at him.
It doesn't have to be burning hot, but at least something warm might be good for him.
I'm not dead yet.
See?
But you look like shit.
Thanks. Thanks for the
Aelun
obvious,
will-
Josiah.
Aelun will lean in, like kind of like really close to him, or like too close to his face.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Jin is just gonna go out. You've got him set up. He's got some tea. Waking up in and out. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, right. You're gonna see me like close my eyes for a second, just utter and trace my hands, and then snap my fingers again, and Vera's gonna pop right in front of me again, and I'm gonna just give her scritches again and say, "Okay, he really needs some of your special care, Vera. So why don't you go over and snuggle and make sure he feels nice and toasty, okay?" And she's gonna hop in and then like snuggle in around like your neck and try to like just add a little bit of comfort. And
That was awkward Tyson's little optimist dog, who I would always wake up to. The Snuggle Master 3000 out on a cold camp out when we go drink at the cabin. He knew which sleeping bag to go to.
yeah. Snuggle buddy.
Smart dog.
And I am going to instinctively cuddle the shit out of Vera. You guys are free to do as you please inside your new prison. Well done. It's like we planned this shit out.
Yeah. Scripted.
Perfect.
No, Asher's going to take off some layers, but not everything, and kind of start like hanging them up as best he can, and then eventually will like kind of just plop down on the ground and looks a little tired, a little worn out as well. Doesn't look as spry and ready going as he normally does, and he's just gonna kind of rest his head back and sit there for a bit.
Long day, huh?
Yeah. That was not what I was expecting.
Another adventure. Perhaps you'll be able to write your own book someday.
I might. Maybe. You see, like, kind of glances down at a to his side where he keeps his books. I almost lost it in there. It was so much. I was like, I don't even like fish. Really?
I'm going to like it less now than, huh?
Yeah.
Horribly unpleasant. But the point is that we all made it through. We're lucky.
That's good. We're here on the inside of the city, and that means one step closer to answers, which is good. Yeah.
That's the right spirit. No. We should latch onto that. We're exhausted, but it's good. We've made it one step closer, and that was a big jump that we had to make. It's good. It's very good. It's actually quite wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just tired. You know.
The feeling that we're going to have many more tired days in front of us than behind us.
I hope not.
We'll see if the city gets any kinder the more we turn inwards.
Gitzi, why do you think I was on the outer city? It's not any kinder in here than it is out there. It just all depends on the color of your plumage, how many feathers you have.
Well, we're going to struggle, aren't we?
I don't have any feathers.
Then we will struggle a lot.
Hey, kid, it's a euphemism for society. And the high society is always going to look after themselves and leave the rest of us to shit. They don't care about us. So we got to band together. They got all the power, they got all the money, so they can hire all the guards and take care of people like us. That way they can live their happy little lives, walking their streets unimpeded by the riffraff. Garbage. They're the trash, in my opinion. Never walked a day at commoners' feet. Inside of this.
Can you? Do you think they'd want to?
They don't have to.
Perspective. That's true.
They don't have to. They can choose to turn a blind eye to everything that goes on outside the city, inside the city. They can walk with their own private guard and do whatever they want, kill whoever they want.
You're right. I'm not disagreeing.
Nobility's a fucking joke. Real nobility can walk the street and do exactly what everybody else does.
Would you do anything different if you were in their shoes?
So I already did it. Leave it at that.
Well, what you say sounds true enough to me. And you're right, we're going to have to stick together.
We're the only friends we have on this side of the wall. Got to trust each other and back each other.
Hope you're still up for being a guide.
Oh, Gitzi. I've spent more time on the outside of this wall than I have on the inside. Let's just hope that whatever son of a bitch of whatever gang I killed that's been looking for me has long forgot about me in this 2 years.
Shouldn't he wear the cloak? If that's the case.
Sure, let's switch it up. Nobody's going to know old
Yes,
turtle over here.
If you're
Also,
wearing the cloak,
who
then
are
I can
you?
have I can have the coat back, right?
Yeah. As long as you promise not to go all crazy in it.
But I don't know what you mean. I don't go crazy.
I've seen you turn into a goddamn monster.
Oh, you're talking. Listen, that's not crazy. That's perfectly normal for a werewolf.
Yeah, a werewolf in this city that has been tried to be overthrown by werewolves, that penalty of death, they kill werewolves on sight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'll have the coat on, so they won't recognize me.
All right, let's rotate everything around. It's like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but a cloak instead.
Point of order for you, Josiah. What neighborhood, have you picked one out in the lower city, did you spend most of your time in?
I spent probably 4 months in Stony Eyes, moved into Norchapel.
Those are all outer city.
Yeah. I mean, literally, we landed in Eastway.
Okay. You spent most of your time in Eastway. Go ahead and roll a history check, since that's the closest gate to the outer city.
17.
I can remember a pretty good lay of the land for the Eastway. I want you to go ahead and roll me a 1d4.
Two evens.
There's a particular establishment that you frequented quite often in the Eastway. A legendary place named the Elf Song Tavern. A place with a unusual, hauntingly ghostly female elven voice that can be heard periodically throughout the entire establishment. But it has all those good southern gothic vibes inside. It is a place of fine ales, wines, and surprisingly pickled food. This was your haunt of choice. You know its location and you know how to get there.
I'll tell you right now, Gitzi. We get out of Brampton, go a little bit out to Eastway. It's a nice little spot I know of called the Elf Song Tavern. I'm just going to tell you now, don't get weirded out by the ghostly voice you hear in the hallways. Just part of the charm. Food, drinks, it's all spot on. That's where we're going to head after this. Get some provisions under us. See if we can make our way into the center of Baldur's Gate for the kid.
I think Gitzi might have nodded off for a second.
Sorry. My stuff was cutting out, so I reset myself. What was up?
Oh, he was just talking about a place that he knows in Eastway. Apparently it's like haunted or something, but it's got really good food and drinks, and it's more towards the inner part of the city.
She's going to eye Josiah. If this is what you want and you think this is best, we'll do it.
It's
but
better
put
than
the
whatever.
cloak on for safety.
All right. I'm gonna eye up the cloak. All right. I can make this work. And I'm gonna spend a couple of hours modifying it to fit all my weapons in.
Can you imagine having to be a regular and put on a cloak of disguise in one of your favorite places before you were tossed out of the city? Oh, the ego.
There's ego here for sure. We'll see what happens inside the tavern. I mean, between his favorite bartender and the karaoke machine, this could be trouble.
Karaoke machine.
Are you guys doing anything else before you finally take this well-deserved long rest?
Wrapping up a couple of coat modifications so I can fit my weapons in, and throwing my coat on top of Aelun and going to sleep.
Asher would pull out his book and would start studying and looking at it, and in like 4 minutes out cold, like just out.
As a long night of being smuggled down the Shianthar takes set, everybody go ahead and clear themselves out with a good old-fashioned long rest.
Ooh.
As you guys wake up to the smell of fresh meat pies, kidney, liver, beef, and fresh hen, all brought to the door with a couple of knocks. You guys see a pie safe to the side open up as they're all slid in your way discreetly. Silverware, pies, and even better, a couple pitchers of ale and a bottle of imported rum as well.
Hoorah.
Guys got the rock star treatment, the grade A smuggling package, by giving those
For the golden goose.
no doubt a small note attached from Gresham, yammering on once again about making sure to remind Jin of getting back in contact with him. Definitely one of the bottles that they have smuggled in. You guys are set. Couple pitchers of ale, good fresh hot meal. Takes the edge off of being inside without being able to see anything around you. You're also given the Baldur's Gate Gazette. You guys may proceed how you wish.
Gonna set the bottle aside for Jen, grab a meat pie and pop open the paper, sit by the fire. See what's up in the news today. Hopefully we didn't make any of it. I don't know why they put cartoons in here. They are not that funny.
No, it's always the first one you lead off with is you're in the middle of the Phantom, but you don't know what was the previous. You don't know what part you're in. You're just lost in the sauce.
Exactly. That's why they're not that funny. I don't know what I'm laughing at. Why is this supposed to be funny? Seriously. I mean, Asher, look at this. It's a single panel, and I have no idea what's before or what's after. Is that funny to you?
I don't know what that
Kid,
is.
don't placate me. Just shut up.
I have no idea. You don't have to be mean about it. I was just. I'm gonna
Gitzi will
eat.
be in the
I'm
corner
hungry.
eating her fruit, per usual.
Aelun will peek over your shoulder. That is very funny.
What, crime is up in the steps is funny?
No, the pictures, they're funny.
He's looking at the comics. He can't read it. He's just looking at the pictures.
I forgot. Can't
I
read.
probably mentioned this once before, but it's really helpful, Aelun, if you know how to read. Because it can be a lifesaver. That there's
I'm over
there's
200
books.
years old and I am still alive, so
Sure,
I would have to
there are
disagree.
books that you could read that would teach you new fighting styles, things from very established fighters, things you could learn that would help you, but you'd have to be able to read them.
or I could just learn from experience the way I have done.
How about a compromise and he teaches you how to read a fight by fighting with you, and you teach him how to read a book?
But I don't want to read.
Why not?
I mean, it's fine if he doesn't. I just was offering.
You see how much time he spends reading books? That's a waste of time. I could be practicing.
And how many times has he got us into out of a situation that we didn't need to fight in?
I don't know. Do you have a count on that?
So far as I can count, too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this could happen to anybody. 2 times, that's hardly a pattern.
We've been together a couple of days. Just why don't you humor the kid and let him teach you a couple of words? At least you'll know where the bathroom is next time we go to the park. Go to the pub.
I know what the bathroom is. I can smell it.
Yeah, wouldn't it be
I've
nice
heard
to
a good-
read
I've
it
heard a good
instead of smell it? I mean,
That
just
is
think
a
of
good
all the social awkwardness you could avoid if you walked into the right bathroom instead of the wrong bathroom.
You think my nose can't tell the difference?
It's fine. I don't want to push him if he doesn't want to learn. It was just an offering. If you ever change your mind, Aelun, I'd be happy to show you some things.
Yes, well, if I ever feel the need to stare at paper for hours on end, then I will ask.
Okay. And then I'll also bring a meat pie over to Gentry. Kind of like shake him awake if he's still kind of sleeping. You need to eat, Gentry.
What's Gentry?
Wait, isn't that your name?
Jinrin.
Or am I saying it wrong? Jinrin. Damn it.
The name's evolving.
Jin.
We know
I'll just stick
we
with
know
Jin.
you're Robert Baratheon's bastard. Wake up!
Who does number 2 work for?
Wow.
Yeah.
Good callback.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm just gonna stick with Jin. Jin. Eat this.
Oh. It's not fish, is it?
No, it's
Oh, good.
pie.
Set aside the hen pie for him. And the high dollar hooch, too. He may need it.
Oh,
Good idea.
he's got a cold sweat on him going on. Oh,
Small bites. Small bites.
he's gonna get down on that. He's got 3 points of exhaustion now. Thank you.
Small bites. Don't inhale. You're just gonna get yourself sick again.
I'm not listening to you at all. This pie tastes
All
great.
right, well. Okay.
I cough a little bit because I'm going too quick. God damn it. Look at you and just see your face.
Holding out a napkin. Just ready for it.
I'll go over at Vera and lean in. Gets a lick of the, of the pie. I don't need a napkin. I continue snuggling with Vera as I'm eating my meat pie on my side over here. not leaving the bed yet. Josiah, reading that Baldur's Gate Gazette.
As Baldur's Gate's lower city is plunged into complete lockdown, bodies arising from the Shyanthar River.
As you look to framed pictures of just a swath of these bodies, all ending up ashore at various spots within the harbor and lower city. Looks like you guys got in at just the right time.
Currently under complete investigation, all gates will be locked until further notice, until a full investigation inside Baldur's Gate has been completed.
Would you believe this? I'll be damned if we didn't get into the absolute right time. Apparently a whole bunch of bodies have washed up in the port, so lower city is completely locked down and all the exterior gates are closed. What in the hell could have caused all those bodies to wash up in the port all of a sudden? Like, that is absolutely amazing.
How many bodies?
Oh, hundreds. No, hundreds. That's probably alliteration. I would say probably 10 to 15, 20, 40 bodies, maybe.
Someone was very busy.
Well, hopefully they'll come down to the truth of the matter. Sounds like some secrets were rising to the top.
Where do you think they came from?
Oh, with this river?
The river.
Who knows?
Yes,
Look
but
at
who put them in
them.
the river?
Those poor souls.
That was what my barge smelled like. They were probably in the same container as me.
Well,
It's awful in there.
they're not out here drinking and eating with us, are they?
Jen, you need a Boilermaker? We got some high dollar hooch and some really good ale.
Oh, no. As I squeeze Vera a little bit more. No, not
Yeah,
yet.
sure,
more pie.
we could get you a lunchbox maybe.
Lunchbox
Some
I
vitamin
might
C.
be able to do.
Saying get those electrolytes in your
Just-
body.
It's a bit too much. Now, as it's like in some sort of like shitty house on a prairie where everyone's trying to take care of him as he spent most of his life by himself. I'm fine. Fine. But he pulls that blanket up and is accepting any care that is brought his way.
Vera kind of like nudges in a little bit more, then looks up with these like sad, beady eyes.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? I'm gonna kind of nod in and out. The rest of this, God, what time is it now? We don't really know. We got a good 8-hour slumber in there. This is you really don't know what time of day it is. But that door ain't unlocked, that's for sure.
Well, this will give me time to work. So yeah. And you're just gonna see me like grab my bag and like put the book down, but like there's extra sheets now, and there's like, you know, ink and paper, and you just see me like, normally I'm just kind of studying and reading before bed, but now there's like a whole separate process, and you see me just drawing these like arcane sigils and making notes and working on, you know, looking in the book and then looking at a separate book and then writing notes and kind of going back and forth, and I just like am focused, like hyper focused, and you just see me like plotting all these points and writing notes and on these pages.
You will be able to finish your book inside here. Aelun, Gitzi, Josiah, what are you guys doing to pass the time?
Sudoku. Just I got the paper. I'm crossword and Sudoku is just occupying all my time.
Aelun will be
Go ahead.
trying to sport the coat, kind of walking around, looking at himself in the mirror, but he'll also be side-eyeing the Sudoku. the newspaper over Josiah's shoulder.
I will still be eating fruits, but I've got a nice little pile of seeds that I just keep pushing around, creating different patterns or designs out of them. Just almost like when you get a bag of M&Ms and you pour the whole thing out and you separate them, and then you create lines, and then you put them in circles, and then you like do patterns, kind of back and forth. No one else does this, do they? Okay. That's what she's doing with her seeds.
I'm fascinated,
I was
though.
gonna say I do colors and groupings, and then you will eat accordingly to how many I have, but never.
You try to first even them out, so that way there's an equal number of all the colors, and then you save your favorite one, which is always going to be blue, for last.
Green, but it's all
Okay.
right.
Green's
You're
still really
weird. It's
good.
fine.
Yeah, no.
Or you just put them all together and just shovel them all in your mouth.
One handful of M&Ms and then a half handful of peanuts.
And a spoonful of peanut butter.
You know they have M&Ms where they've already brought the two together for you.
It's
Way
different, though.
better.
The ratio's different.
Way better that way.
I like M&Ms and almonds though.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
All of them good. Salty, sweet, freebase
So I'm
it.
just there, playing with my seeds, organizing them, rearranging them, not eating them.
That's strange.
After a while, he's going to be pacing back and forth in the coat with his hands behind his back. How long until we get out of here?
Whenever the door unlocks, we'll get out.
I have many important pirate things to do.
You're not a pirate. You're a businessman. You know what? In fact, use this term, assessor. You know what assessor means? It means
I am
you give.
assessing the golden treasure that we have found on our expedition on our pirate ship.
Perfect. No, not pirate ship. You're assessing the
Pirate vessel,
value
sorry. My
of the
mistake.
antiquities acquired.
Yes, we are assessing the stolen antiquities from the
No,
merchant ship.
no. Take stolen out. The assessing the values of acquired antiquities. Don't give anything that incriminates yourself, because then you're just leading to a fight. I know you always want to fight, Aelun, but listen, you don't always have to fight.
We
A
are
little bit of gab means you can probably get a little further.
We are assessing the value of the antiquities. And if you don't like it, we'll kill all you.
Yeah, we're getting closer. Assessing the value of the antiquities. Period. Stop.
You're full of shit.
So I've spent most of my life, Jen. Apparently, so have you.
You're
I'm
gonna
hating
see
him
Asher-
less every day.
You're gonna see Asher like, oh man, oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh, I'm so close. And he's just like writing down a few more notes. No, I if this works, this is gonna be awesome.
What do you have? What is it?
Oh, it's a spell I've been working on for a while.
Spell?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Aelun will look over your shoulder.
No, that's to beat the Funky Town.
I'm sorry, what? What the hell was that?
It's okay, Aelun. Everyone goes through puberty. So what it is well, I'm still finishing up some things, and I still have to work on it and design it a little bit more. But I'm really close. But it's
Will you be able to tell if something is a necklace with this one?
No, this will be really cool. I'm calling it Asher's Arcane Sanctum. And it's going to allow me to create a space that's safe, that magic can't peer into, and you can't teleport in and out of, and I can somewhat design it a little bit, but you can't really see into it. It's really a safe area where it's going to help. Well, it helps protect people that are inside of it from people that are outside of it.
So you're going to build some sort of house or maybe a wall?
No, it'll be a
shell,
spell,
perhaps.
I mean, I could do a shell, but it's really like a magical
You should do a shell.
thing.
Let him do what he wants.
I'll have to see. I'm still working out the details, but I'm super close. I just need a little bit more time, I think.
Well, fortunately, it seems like we've got plenty of time here.
Yeah. Okay. And he's just gonna dive right back in. He's just gonna continue working.
Jin wakes up for a second and then realizes there's no real relevation from the excitement. Fucking safe spaces. He's gonna conk back out with Vera, and I'm gonna keep sleeping to get this exhaustion down.
At least he's going to feel better, hopefully, after all of this sleeping. Are you snoring or anything, or just quietly tucked away?
Now that I'm on my side, I'm pretty solid.
Okay.
Okay. I need one thing visually that resonates with each of you. Josiah, I was thinking a ship or a mast of some kind. Would that be something that you would find comforting, maybe?
A sail.
A sail?
Full wind. Just a
Okay.
billowing white sail.
Okay, that's a lot, but I can see what I can do. Okay. All right. Aelun?
But what do you want?
Just something that you find comforting.
It's comforting.
Is there like a place you like to go? Or like, is there like something you're familiar with? Like maybe like a dummy, like a fighting dummy or something that you're
like to fight in the ring. Maybe a fist.
Fist. Okay. That might be able to work. Okay. Sure. Okay, Gitzi.
Sand.
What? Sand. Oh, that's easy. That's actually the easiest one. I could probably.
Should have said sand.
Yeah. I might be able to do both. Actually. Yeah. And Jen.
Yeah. I'm here.
What?
I'm here.
What about you?
Small bites. I
Do you
know.
have-
Small bites.
No.
Small bites. Yeah, it's good. You're gonna wake Vera up. God.
She doesn't sleep, really. But
Yeah,
okay.
she does. Yeah, she does.
All right.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Okay, I have an
Fox.
idea for you. Okay.
What? What have you come up with?
Okay.
I'm
All
li-
right.
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I think I've got it figured out.
Yeah.
I've got it
Yeah.
in my book.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and go to the other room and see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you can't do magic if we're watching?
Well, no, it's just there's a little bit more area there, and
I understand some people can't perform when there's a crowd.
Yeah, I've literally casted magic.
You know they
in
make
front of
they make
you.
deals for that.
Yeah.
Go cast your spell. Come back and let us know how it goes.
Okay, all right. And you're just gonna see me go with my spell book into the other room, like right on the edge. You can still see me. I'm not like going out of view. I just need like an open area.
Just reminds me of Mystery Men when he can't turn invisible unless everyone's not looking at him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna start working on casting this spell and seeing if I can get it to manifest. And after like a bit of time, I'm just kind of looking dejected because nothing's really happened yet. And I'm like, I feel like I'm just short of the knowledge. Like I feel like I'm right there. I think it's just like right out of my reach. I'm so close. Wow, but it's gonna be so cool. I have to get this right. And you see me like referring to notes and like recalculating some stuff.
While you're diving into your notes, Josiah, come here. Come here.
What's up, Gitzi?
Shh, shh, shh. She's gonna take one of those small seeds and try to throw it at Jin to get it to land on his hair while he's sleeping. Just like small children do. And she's gonna take one of those seeds and she's just gonna...
What seed is this?
One of the fruit seeds
Okay, I was like,
from what I've been eating. The ones I was playing around with earlier.
From that day forward, Jen had an orange tree growing out of his head.
dexterity check, or not check,
Cool.
but throw.
Just completely falls really short.
With a 2,
Yeah.
you can see you whiff and it sticks in my nose.
You're gonna kill with seeds.
Stop. You need a goal. Hold on. God, he's gonna snore forever with that. Hold on. Let me try this. Jim, there's fish in your nose.
Oh, he is.
Say it louder. Get louder. Jin!
Oh, small bites.
Small bites, small drinks.
Small bites.
And remind me later I owe you one, okay? For secret reasons.
Small bites. Yeah, there's something in this hard in this pie. Look, there's a chicken bone in there.
Possibly.
Here you go, Vera. One for me. One for you.
All right, Gitzi. I got something that might benefit a little bit more. So I'm going to take a cup and that pitcher of ale and. All right, here's one for you.
Going full old time radio here.
Here's one for me. All right, here, put that on your side. I'm going to put this on my side. All right, now try and flick the seed into my cup. If you flick it into my cup, I have to drink. But I'm going to take a seed and try and flick it into your cup. If I get into your cup, you have to drink.
We go at the same time.
No. We'll just do this each turn. You flick at me, I flick at you.
Okay. That is a 9.
What are we setting for beer pong?
I was like, what's the DC? Well, the DC's 8, so good job.
No, we stole the one cup
10 is just to hit the damn thing. That thing
Great,
goes
I miss with a 9.
as you guys are sitting there playing Pong. Asher, I need a Arcana check out of you.
$21.
21. Oh, and I just DM'd him the DC too. DC 20. Whatever you are struggling to try to do, you are just going to find the way to pull this off. As this is happening, unbeknownst to the rest of you, it has triggered something else as well, but you may go first, Asher.
Oh, okay. Well, so Asher not paying any mind to you and just kind of glancing occasionally while Jen is like, snoring up a storm. He just kind of focuses and then he like sets the book down and he traces and he says some words and nothing happens and he looks down and then he's like, okay, I think I've got it. And you're gonna see him like trace and then he's just going to point and the entire expanse of the room in front you just see just expands and fills with this familiar darkness that you're used to seeing him cast on occasion. And it just kind of expands and he's just like, oh, I did it, I did it, I did it, oh my god, I did it, 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 I did it. And you just see him like run in, and as he runs in, I did it, I did it, I did it. And it just goes completely silent as soon as he passes in through the darkness. And you just don't hear anything. And then like probably like 2 minutes later, he comes back out and he's like just out of nowhere. Okay.
Farrah's gonna jump up and run towards you.
Hey, Farrah, guys, I did it. Okay. I'm still working on it. So, but it's subtleties. Oh man. And then I just like crouch down to Vera and I'm like, oh, I finally got it. And she's like jumping and super excited and like,
what are you
snuggling up with
yammering about? What did you do?
I created my own spell, sort of. It's based off of previous arcane knowledge in the School of Abjuration.
Hey, layman's terms, buddy. What did you do?
Okay, perhaps maybe you all should see it. Come on.
As a mid flick.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm game.
No, make your shot first.
Fine, here. Oh God, I could have said 16 as the goal, but you know, I'm gonna miss way right on that.
Well, we weren't good at this anyway.
A little bit of English on it.
It's not fun if no one wins.
We all step forward. Even Jin getting up now with only 2 points of exhaustion on me.
I'm gonna offer you a shoulder.
Thank you. As I just need help really just kind of getting up. I can get back up on my 2 feet again. Thank you. As we walk into the next room, what do we see?
Okay, so, but precursor, this will stop anyone from being able to listen to us when we're talking or yelling. I could literally go in here and scream as loud as I can and you won't be able to hear me. And it protects us. Well, details later, okay? Come on in. And then I'm just gonna walk into the darkness.
Well, who wants to go next?
I follow him in. I'm just, okay.
Pick your main support. I'm right there with you.
Come on, Aelun. She'll go ahead and walk in.
Okay.
Okay. So, on the inside, as you walk through for a bit, it's just darkness, and you're wondering, can I see anything? What's happening? I have no idea. And then you kind of come out of the darkness, and you're kind of in this like bubble, this like oval bubble of a room, completely surrounded by darkness, except for there's slight subtleties in the interior of it that are not extravagant by any means, but simple and nature. In one corner, you would see kind of like a rudimentary mast with a sail, and you'd see this like slight. It's not a full blown sail pressing through the wind, but there's just some slight sway to it. And another corner, you would see sand on the ground with a giant wooden fist kind of sticking up. Looks like something you could punch and hit. In one corner, you would see just sand with maybe a few like rudimentary seashells. And these are not like, it's not exquisitely detailed. It's pretty bland. It's pretty simple, but it gets the point across. And then in the other corner, you just see it's just like normal ground, but in the darkness, you can kind of see the subtle visual cue of stars in the sky of like midnight. And again, they're all very simple, but it gets the point across. So this is something that I was working on with Elro here. It was one of my things. It's a safe place. I'm calling it Asher's Arcane Sanctum. But yeah, I asked you because I originally it was just going to be for me, but since we're all here and I'm so close, the more I get familiar with the spell, I can probably make it a little better. But this is what I could do for now. But that's kind of like your hangout area, Josiah, with the mast, and then Aelun, you've got that area, and Gitzi, you've got your area, and
I'm pointing down literally at the bottom, just hands behind my back, looking at the sail.
Josiah, what magical items do you have on your list?
I've got a B, E, D, and C.
Roll a D100.
$93.
This mast. And part of this vessel. You kind of swing around on it. This will consume your B. And what other items do you have?
B, E, D, and C.
This will consume B and C. As you look and you see a small model boat version of it inside of a bottle. As you pick it up and take a look, it's incredibly familiar. 100% accurate to your memory.
It looks like she's Wander.
And it is. Add folding boat. This will be a boat inside the bottle. It is a probably miniature version of it on a smaller scale, 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, 6 feet deep. Roll one more time.
100.
Mm-hmm.
$53.
Noted. Come back to that. Gitzi, over by the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any items from the community?
I do. I have an B, D, and E.
Roll a D100.
$19.
Noted.
Cool.
Aelun,
I get a B and a D.
go ahead and roll a D100.
59.
Noted as well for you. Asher,
B, C, E.
D100.
$92.
Respectively, in each of your own zones, there manifests a weapon. You may choose how you find it in your own words. It may be anything from the 5e list. They are all +1 weapons. You may take the time to find Asher's. Yours can be a wand, a rod, whichever you would like. It will give you a +1 to your spell hit and a +1 to your spell damage as well. But please, RP how you discover it in your own zone.
As Josiah's sitting back watching the sails up against what he assumes is barrels and just normal goods. Anything he would lay up when he was just letting his mind wander on a ship. Something sharp just sticks in his back, makes him uncomfortable. At first, he ignores it, just trying to let all the rest of the crap that has gone on just drain out behind him and focus on the things that makes him the most happy. That pain persists. Finally gets to the point where he just gets up and tries to rearrange the stuff underneath him. And as he does, he pushes off a sack, and the sharp, narrow point of a silver sword sticking up out of the middle of it. So he pushes a few other sacks over on top of these barrels. There it sits. Rapier. Narrow silver blade. Pearlescent guard over the handle. This ornate filigree down into the handle. Just looks at it for a moment. It's the most beautiful sword he's ever seen, next to the one he's already had. And the sword he has is really ornate. This one definitely has a few steps above that. Pops it up and whips it around. Finds a nice place to stick it in that coat that he's already modified. Oh, yeah. I like this.
Gitzi goes over to her little side of the beach, and she notices something very strange in the sand. And it feels oddly familiar. And so she pulls out her own weapon, that long chain whip, and lays it side by side, seeing them almost exactly match up. But the one uncovered is brand new. The shine still to it, but she goes through it and expects every chain link and notices the small engravings in each one match up to her original, each signed with a family member who made each of those links. A little scratch, a little symbol representing every single one that has been built out. Almost as if looking like the exact way it was when she first was gifted her whip. Just polished. And you see Gitzi just begin to tear up. It takes her back to that moment as she was preparing to go on her journey to leave home, and she's looking around frantically, trying to find her training weapon that she'd been working with. All of her family just standing there waiting, and her building in frustration that she couldn't find it, fearing that she had already messed up before her journey had begun, and seeing her family just stand there patiently smiling until she finally stops to look at them, and they, in front of her, together, pull out each of their chains and built it for them, for her final journey as she left her village. And that was her way of taking her family with her. To find the materials outside of her little village is rare and hard, and every time you repair it, you take away more of the memory of the symbol in each of it. Hers worn down, you can barely make out some of those scratches, but in the brand new one, it's exactly as she remembers it. It's her home again. It's her family. It's just as real as if looking at a photo album for her. And she just pulls that chain up to her and holds it. You would just imagine it's not this metal thing anymore, but this security blanket that she had just missed for so much in her life. She just collapses in the sand, just holding her blanket, just smiling like a mad woman. This is amazing.
That was awesome.
Asher would, you would see kind of towards the opposite side, kind of in the middle but towards the far side, simple but like a nice wooden floor. And there's not much to it. There's what seems to be a few like soft pillows. It's kind of like a seating area. And he would kind of go and he would sit down and he would just kind of be looking around, a smile on his face, realizing the thing that he's been working on for a really long time was the first time he was able to do so. Something that he's been studying hard for. And he sees each individual piece of this whole kind of coming together. And he kind of looks down and he sees this simple wooden box. And he kind of cocks his head to the side and he opens it up and he sees this wand. And the wand has very elegant wood trim around the handle that kind of spirals down and then almost like branches out almost to the edge of like a flower. Yeah. And on the one side of the wand, you would see it's perfectly fine, eloquent, no nicks, no cuts, anything like that. On the other side, it would be almost part of it from the front to almost the handle seems a bit charred. And he just kind of like looks at it for a bit and then smiles and then grabs the wand and just kind of mutters to himself, final gift, here. As he takes one of his master's wands.
Oh.
Aelun will walk up to the giant wooden fist and he'll start punching it. Seeing that it's kind of designed to be punched, he'll just hit it until out of the fist drops an item, and the clenched fist into the sand. He picks it up and it's just a simple looking set of brass knuckles from inside of that fist, and he'll slip him on his fingers as he holds up both of his hands, examining his metal claw and this set of brass knuckles before he nods his head. Let's see what it can do. And he starts punching the fist again, just pounding on it.
Hiram's just gonna stare back into those stars. He's gonna keep walking because they just get larger and larger until he immerses himself with that night sky. Just feeling the comforts of being able to look up and see them, as it feels like he's been buried and disconnected, now stuck inside. It's that first bit of reprieve. It's like fresh air to his soul. He's just gonna reach out like a kid when he sees the streak of an emery-like falling star. He's gonna act like he just plucks it up out of the air. He's just gonna take that moment of feeling rejuvenated like a child. The warmth as he looks down the palm, that little bit of radiant energy that he holds. It's going to begin to float up from his hand and just burst apart in a scene across this entire space. And as that radiance flows past each individual here, you feel the same warmth, security, and confidence that Jin feels as well. And as this wave hits you, you all hear a simple and crack of an unlocking of the door as that wave of level 7 hits all of you. By the way, you are not guaranteed this level. 100% tied to his roll. That was a 4th level spell that Asher learned, and I set the DC at 20. Since he hit it, you have unlocked level 7.
Just makes everything harder.
And with the sound of that door opening up, secure inside your space, we will pick back up inside you all exploring Lore City next week. Crank those sheets to 11. You all also have inside Asher's place a greater healing potion.
Oh, nice.
Each person has one. That is a 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Greater is, yes, 4d4 plus 4.
That's sweet. Good, good. This is a nice space.
You
Many
can
goodies.
thank the community for the potions.
Thank you, community.
You guys are
Only
awesome.
Because of you guys, we're alive.
That's very true. It's very true. So many times.
So we're clearing out our items, right?
Yes, your items are cleared. I
I'm
bumped those
so-
all up to F's to get you guys +1s.
So stoked to have a +1 rapier.
Thank you.
Dude, I can't believe you nailed that with the 21, dude. Let's
Boom.
go.
Something
Oh,
I've been wanting for a while. It's Asher's take on a spell. He created it, and it's a bit different, but it's in a lot of ways the same as to what you would find. But yeah, and I wanted to figure out a way to tie it in. And the more I utilize it, and the more I get familiar with the spell, the more detailed and extravagant I can make it. At least that's how I'm doing it. So it's crude now, but the more I do so, the better it will be.
I love it.
By the way, this is dope. Like, sound can't pass through the barrier. The barrier of the warded area appears dark and foggy, right? Divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier as a perimeter. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport in or out of the warded area, and planar travel is blocked. So it is literally like a safety bubble.
Pretty much.
But we can pass and go easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can walk in and out just fine. And people on the outside can't hear like what you're saying.
That's really
Very nice.
So it's a place for secrets.
Mini secrets. Who gets something cool at level 7?
I get an evasion at level 7.
Oh my god. Yours is massive. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to top evasion.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's one of the most helpful things to get.
Living that rogue life.
I get that spell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get anything, but I'm just happy to have all my shit back so I don't die in a fucking bin of fish. Because
Yeah, you're not dead, so that's pretty sweet.
without
That's good.
without luck or cosmic omens, I almost died in the most unceremonious way.
I was kind of afraid
Doug.
about what we're gonna pull out of that mess.
Literally sleeping with the fishies for different meetings.
Literally, man. God. Avoiding combat again. I'm so proud of you. Look at you.
I hope this works. I don't know why
Hey.
we went with like the future game.
In this city, things escalate quickly. To avoid combat is godliness.
I don't want to be one of the 60 bodies down on the river, okay?
Exactly.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna get caught by the city guard again, like pushing luck over by the side, but then it's triggered this
Complete and total lockdown of Baldur's Gate now.
which
The
Classic.
highs and lows.
is really cool because the dominoes that you have put into effect now are going to dictate how our interactions begin within the city. And just using your own common sense, you probably really Kingpin Ferald.
Yeah, probably.
I'm really hoping the truth will come out.
Probably.
You there is a mess to be cleaned up.
And even if he's got some corruption like within perhaps the guard, you can't just sweep 40 bodies under the rug at once.
You could try.
I mean
You
that's probably
try.
what's going to bite him in the ass. Is why are these bodies turning up in this high society area?
Yeah, it ain't high society. They're all showing up over here at the Arbor. We're still all very lower city, but it's so many that it's even prompted a lockdown and an investigation.
That's actually a good response. The city's pretty corrupted and pretty bad, so it's good to see that they're taking something like this so serious. Like, yeah, you should shut things down when you
One
find
or
40,
two,
60
you're
bodies.
fine. 10, 15, all of a sudden we have to dredge the river.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm proud of this city for once.
I'm sure Gitzi will find her way into telling one of the guard that, you need to dredge closer to the Worm Bridge. Just keep pressing upriver. That's probably where they came from.
I have an idea, but it will cost you some fruit.
What?
Even better, getting that leverage.
Starting Arc 2, we are finally in real city. Next week, we are out of the outer city.
9 episodes and we made it to Arc 2. Let's go.
Yeah.
All of
Which-
us made it.
Without
Even
a
Jen.
crescendo battle, you were able to get around it.
Sometimes you use this. It's a lot better than when you have to use this. Aelun, I'm looking at you.
And some luck. And some
Some luck. Yeah. Some luck.
A lot of luck.
A lot of luck.
I rolled what, three nat 20s, 4?
We're not going to count those. I mean, you were on fire.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Dude,
nice to
so
see.
many places to visit now. I love it.
It'll be interesting. I'm excited.
Which I was already seeing, like, Zero Beast has been to this tavern. Anybody who's played the old Baldur's Gates, now there's going to be locations that you've been. So much new soundtracking to grab for these places as well.
You have things to do, sir. Get on it.
I do have things to do.
Diversity.
By the way, thank you everybody out in the community. You guys are going crazy right now. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you.
Serious ham
Almost a level
subtrainage.
5 subtrain.
Oh.
Super close.
So now that
Oh my
oh,
Throws it down.
that's done.
Of course it was Mystic
live,
Mike.
locking it up.
Thank you, Estenial. Thank you guys, all of you. You guys were going crazy on the bits earlier as well. Bit warring out there. Thank you. I appreciate your support very, very, very much.
You got me.
Answered.
Thank you for giving me Vera. I needed to get through it so I didn't actually puke in real life.
How's your throat doing? That didn't sound good at all.
Oh,
You did that thing where you went too far into the method acting, and you were like, "I can smell it, I can taste it, it's right here," and it just takes that one, and then you're like, "Oh, you've got about 3 minutes to decide what you're gonna do."
I went and cleared a massive loogie out from that.
Yummy.
Yeah, there's.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, I can just convince myself. I can go right there when it comes to holding puke and dip spit. I can go right there.
Stop! Now you're gonna get me there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I'm good. Pause that.
But yeah, I was stoked when I hit that. I was like, this is just out of reach, but even if I don't get it now, it's great to set up. But
We're working.
I'm
was
glad
one
you
that I
rolled
looked at
for
a
it.
long
That's what
time
makes
ago.
me happy.
Yeah, and I hit it, which was surprising. But
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna have you guys hit
It
7
matters.
until your next like combat milestone. But this is a pretty good one. You're in the city. You've made it. Dude, when I read that I was gonna have to go underwater, when I clicked, I was like, okay, tell me a little bit how they smuggle them in here. Oh my god, we have to go in the cargo route? Oh,
Yikes.
I gotta go back underneath
Yeah.
water. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
Considering you were one exhaustion point away from death anyways, to have to go through that, brutal.
Question, Gitzi, do you have Revivify? Because I don't know if you do.
I don't.
Oh shit!
That would have been very. I was looking at my spells. I'm like, I don't have anything to help you. Don't you die.
Oh, it would have been on the cusp of like more than a minute being drugged through there and hooked to that chain and being brought. Oh, that would have been right on the discretionable line for you to just be able to heal me and bring me back. It would have been in a Revivify situation. Oh,
Trust
that was
me,
too
that
close.
spell is on my list now.
Hey, next time just don't
Added.
get pukey and a bunch of sardines. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, I think I exercised my demons of 4s and 5s. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was
God, I've
Jesus.
that was
I've-
crazy.
never seen you roll below 10 so many times for
Man.
anything on any character, with the exception of maybe a few boss battles where we got 3 or 4 in a row that came in clutch.
What's it feel like, RoBear? What's it feel like?
What's it feel like? It's the Hiram curse. This class is cursed. I roll the absolute lowest for this astral stars druid, like 100%.
So
You can
you got to
reskin
really
them, but
dive
the curse
into
is
the
there.
Jin aspect, like right. You're to new you, right? You got to remake.
I'm trying to be-
because you're now.
Trying to be young and sassy and hold foxes and eat meat pies and try to get some sleep over here.
Rose by any other name is still
Oh,
cursed.
Shay, I'm gonna need that clip.
Well, you're already foxy because Vera's there.
That was good. If I feel like I'm in the city now. Like I
Yes.
puked, I've gotten there, like I've gotten in. We had to get snuck in. We didn't have to pay for it either.
No, that was the
Which
best
is
part.
great.
Kino numbers got it all done.
I
Thank
mean,
goodness.
I'm going to be held to the fact that he believes that I can predict the future, which is really, really poor. I'm sure that'll come back to haunt me at some point in time. But you know what?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Not yet. Damn it.
Yeah.
Not
Or you
yet.
put the cloak on and your character's dead again. I don't
Oh yeah, I have the cloak now, and next week you get to see who I become.
Hold up. So you did that to Farald. Oh my God, he's gonna he's gonna think it was a message from the future.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's gonna become all spiritual, like I was there, and then the bodies came back to haunt me.
And I was
Oh my
running.
God.
12 years from now to be like, it's supposed to be, where am I not
Oh my
meeting
God.
myself?
The implications of that now are gonna be amazing.
It's
I have
a
to
decade
prepare.
from now, not
12
today's
years
problem.
from now.
12 years.
12 years.
I came back too soon. Oh my
Alright,
God.
You
He's,
need,
With
to,
the
you need
dumbest
to write
voice.
that down, because at the end of this campaign, if you survive and we get it to the epilogue, you have to say, yeah, and then 10 years later, I send a message to him, meet me in the wilderness.
oh my God. How did that play out?
Desperately, with all hope and absolute improvness. Please work, please work, please work.
True. I was like, man, Gitzi's gonna get Gitzi now, instead of showing up late to the fight, is gonna have her own 1-on-3 over here.
Comes back and bites me real hard.
Oh, good stuff,
We
guys.
survived. We're in
Good
the city.
stuff.
We're all here, almost not dead.
Fully rested, man. We're ready to rock
with
and
new
roll.
Weapons.
Hell yeah. We're gonna need them.
Yeah. Oh no.
I
That's
can't
not
wait
good to hear.
for all the shit that's gonna flood our way now.
Everything you've
just
had
bodies.
planned.
And somewhere, Earth Dusk Punch continues to build his legend. This is like your Pokemon.
Dude,
what are they,
Girth is our
your-
Goblin King, 100%.
Oh, he's one of the,
I'm just
the
excited.
trainers, right? That we got to beat.
He's Gary.
Yeah. I just think
Mudcat's
it's like,
gonna create a character, the Goblin King's best friend.
yeah, we're gonna get to like level 18, and then we're gonna come face to face with him, and he's still gonna be like level 5. We're just gonna kill him. He's gonna be like, I've been waiting this whole time. I set up this trap, and it's just like one fireball, and he's just dead. It's like, all right, Girth, it's good to see you.
You're gonna be like, honestly, you're gonna be like level 12 or 13, and you're gonna go to some noble's party, and he's working the fucking door.
Oh yeah. We're invested.
Excuse me, I'm on the list, Girth.
No.
Hellish
you're rude
rebuke
and
you
called by the
later.
wrong name. Let
It's
him
just
know.
like,
Let him know you don't care about him that
Rebuke
much.
Amazing.
Now that's funny shit.
oh, I'd have to make a pun, you know. You can see us walk in this time because it's not so dark, is it? Just walk
That's
through the
hey,
front door.
Don't burn these lines now. Pocket these bad boys.
I won't remember then.
Just like most of our situations, when it's in the moment, I can't think of anything afterwards when you're laying
Yeah.
in bed. I could have.
Oh yeah, I could have done this. Damn it.
Yeah. You replay it over and over.
All the things. Thank you guys for the mad support. That is where we will end this week. One more night away. I will be closing my bar tomorrow, but I'll probably be celebrating on stream later. There won't be any D&D, but I'll probably come on and hang out. And I'm gonna bug Mug because I want to ride in his car sometime. I want to go
Can I
for
ride
a
in the
ride,
backseat?
you know?
Can I ride in the backseat?
You don't know what's gonna happen in that car, man. I don't recommend you get in that car right now, okay?
I can do noir. I can do that.
Yeah.
You know.
No, well, we'll do something. We might actually play some video games. Do something co-op, like
Video games.
not who knows? We'll play. I want to play something co-op and have a good time tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Much love, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you later.